Yo, what up? It's Roger from the Nascar Aloe podcast. Please remember to subscribe to the channel. Trying to hit 20K by 2020. Today, we got Jasiah on the pod.
What's poppin'?
What's up, man?
Man, I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying?
So, it took you a little while to get here.
Yeah. I be feeling weird about interviews.
It took you a while to agree to the interview. But then it took you a while to actually get here today. It's Friday. It's in LA. There was a lot of traffic.
Yeah, no, we were just sitting there, and when we first started driving, we got onto the freeway, and I was just like, oh shit, all I see is cars, and we was behind this truck, and I was looking there, I was like, damn, we not gonna make it. We fucking got here like an hour late. I was like, fuck.
Because you're on the other side of town. Like, how long have you been in LA?
A little longer than a year, like a year and a month, maybe 2 months. But yeah, it's been cool.
Because I think when we first started messaging on Instagram, you were living in an Airbnb and then you were moving to a house.
Yeah. No, I've been having to move my life like 3 times because that was the third Airbnb. I finally got a fucking like apartment to chill in. You know what I'm saying? But it's been a hassle. I'm getting used to it though.
Because how old are you?
I'm 22.
22. So like this is like your first apartment, right?
Yeah, literally. Like this is the first time I'm like living on my own. I've been cooking for myself. Shit been going crazy. I be going crazy in the kitchen. You feel me? Both kitchens, beats, everything. I don't even know.
So what's like your favorite thing to make in the kitchen?
Shit. I like making okra. I've been making some fire-ass okra.
That's not what I would expect you to say, man. Like, I thought you were going to say spaghetti.
I just made
spaghetti.
I literally made spaghetti yesterday, and it was fire.
There we go.
Listen, we on the same wavelengths.
I did my research. I was outside your apartment. I had the binoculars.
Yeah, I already know. I was like,
you.
oh, shit, this nigga know what's up. Oh, shit.
So, where were you living before L.A.?
Ohio.
So you're from Dayton, Ohio.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah.
Bro,
Shout out Dayton, man. Shout out Dayton.
So you were born there. You grew up there.
Yeah.
What was that like growing up in Dayton?
Fucking. For me, it was like boring and like kind of ass, but like it was just cause like Dayton's poor. You know what I'm saying? We don't really got nothing. Like, so I'm trying to be like the light. Like, so that we get some shit, you know what I'm saying? I wanna be like a motherfucking Chicago, motherfucking LA, motherfucking Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Growing up in Dayton was like, well, I had to, for a while I was working as a fucking server at like this fucking restaurant called Crown Plaza, and like, it was just like I would get paid $5 an hour, you know what I'm saying? So like, and I wouldn't even be able to work. I was trying to fucking do school and shit, like, and that was the only way I was able to live with my dad if I went to fucking school. And like I dropped out and shit. So like living there was just like I would do like I would skateboard sometimes, you know what I'm saying, hang out with some people. I for real would just stay by myself for the most part. I would I slept on like a broke ass futon, fucking in this small ass apartment room. Fucking would wake up, make music, go outside, go to school, smoke some weed, fucking, you know what I'm saying, just fucking chilling, trying to keep the mental straight. Just, you feel me?
Because did you go to an art school for high school?
Yeah, I did. Stivers
School for the Arts.
Yeah. I feel like that was the school that kind of got me started on like what I wanted to do for real. Like 6th grade, I found out I could sing, and then I went to Stivers, and I the only thing I got into was choir. So like, I just kept going with that, and Stivers kind of got me started on this music shit.
So how'd you find out that you could sing? Like, what led to that?
6th grade, I got my first fucking like solo, and it was crazy. Like, I hit this high note. It was on some crazy shit, and like after I did it, I was just like, oh shit, so this is what's going on. And then I got into opera around 6th grade too, and it was like I was watching this commercial about Rice Krispies, and they was singing this song called Vesti La Juba, and I was just like, damn, that shit hard. And I'm really good at like imitating this shit. So I'm like imitating how to sing opera, and like I'm doing good. I'm like, oh shit, like fuck, I can do this shit. So I just get into it more and more. And I've always been into music. My dad's a guitarist. My mom's a singer. I got like 6 sisters. They all know how to sing.
6 sisters?
Yeah.
Wow.
I got 2 half brothers too. And it's like we all know something about music. You know what I'm saying? So I've always had an intuition. Like since 10, I've been singing solos. I was never into music until like 6th grade on, and I got more and more and into it and shit.
So as you're learning to sing, what kind of music were you a fan of at that time?
Everything. My dad would play Steel Pulse, DMX, Mystical, fucking. I would listen to 6th grade. I would listen to like J-Rock and K-pop and fucking like Slipknot. I got into Slipknot around 6th grade. Fucking like fucking Breaking Benjamin, and then I would get into. I mean, I loved Lil Wayne, and fucking. You're talking about like when I was a kid and shit.
Well, yeah, like as that like kind of time period of when you're starting to sing and make music in that sense.
I was just pretty much into anything. Michael Franti, I love Stevie Wonder. Erykah Badu was one of my favorites. Like Michael Jackson, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like all that shit. My family, like they kind of like force fed me music, so I couldn't even name everything that I grew up with, honestly, or we could stay for another fucking hour. You know what I'm saying?
So you have 6 sisters and 2 half brothers.
Yeah.
Are you the youngest? Like, how is that family dynamic working out? That's a lot of siblings.
My mom had all 7 of us, so that like me and all the 6 sisters from my mom, and then I got 2 half brothers from my dad. I'm like so there was I don't know how to fucking count. Shit. All right, I got a younger sister than me, and then it's me, and then it's the rest of them, if that makes sense.
So you're the second youngest.
Yeah, except I'm older than my half brother, one of my half brothers.
It's just like a real Brady Bunch situation going on over there.
Fuck, yeah.
So were you all like living in the same house?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, just my 6 sisters and me. I never lived with my 2 half brothers, but I hang with my oldest brother. I never got to see my other brother for real, but like I've seen him before and shit.
So what was it like growing up with 6 sisters all in the same house? It sounds intense.
Man, it's just you kind of learn how to be by. I mean, like I didn't need friends for real, because like we were really close. Me and my family, like we're really close. Like I have a big ass family, hella cousins and shit, and like it was kind of crazy. I don't know, like they kind of taught me like how to treat women, you know what I'm saying, all through, like, and how to be a man for real, you know what I'm saying. Like my dad, I looked up to my dad a lot. And my mom was always taking care of me and stuff, you know what I'm saying. Like it was just it was cool, you know. There was fights, you know, they would be on their womanly shit, and like I would have to, you know what I'm saying, separate myself from everybody. There'd be times I'd be like, damn, I wish I had a brother. Like these girls be playing Barbies and shit. I got Megatron trying to play with people. I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do, man? But fuck it. I mean, it kind of made it easier to be able to realize like, oh, I can be like alone. You know what I'm saying? Not saying like I was alone from them, but like whenever I had to be by myself, like because they're girls. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like it was kind of like just a learning experience type shit.
And what were your parents doing when you were like growing up?
My mom was more of like a stay-at-home mom, and she would take care of us and stuff like that. And my dad, he's an electrician. He worked for the city of Dayton, and he did like traffic lights and shit. I would go to, like, when I was younger, like I would go to his job and look at him do shit. But yeah, that's pretty much what they did.
So you're growing up, you're getting into opera and singing and choir. Was there any pushback from kids at school of all of a sudden you're singing opera? Was that a weird thing? Were you getting any
for real
problems?
So 7th grade, like, so I had to change teachers a couple times. I don't know what the fuck happened. Like, I don't know if I think there was like temporary teachers. So like in 7th and 8th grade, I wasn't really singing opera. I was singing though, you know what I'm saying? Like I was in choir and shit. And then I think actually it was 8th grade when I got a new teacher, and then we started learning more about like opera and stuff. And it was just like, I didn't get pushback. I don't even think for real like most of the school even knew I was in choir. Like a lot of people thought I was in like visual arts, because I draw too.
Okay.
So it's just like no one really knew about me. You know what I'm saying? I was just that kid that I was that goofy kid that made niggas laugh. You know what I'm saying? That like sometimes I'd be around and most times I'd just be on my own shit.
So at what time period did like rapping come into the picture? Like how did that happen?
I think 9th through 11th. Like 9th grade, I started writing. Like we were freestyling and shit on Facebook. We had this group, Awful Waffle, and we had a whole collective called Midwest Movement. I wish we kept fucking doing that shit, man. That shit was going so crazy. Like 11th grade was when I found out I could rap, though. It was the first time I recorded my first song. And I was like, damn, this shit hard, bro. Like, fuck, I want to keep doing this shit. It's really funny because, like, what got me on the mic was fucking Hobson. And I was like, damn, like, his flow is hard. His words go crazy. Like, shit, I want to do that shit, nigga. What the fuck? So I just hopped on the mic. Like, I ain't saying, like, none of my music sound like it's inspired by Hobson, but, like, just listening to him, I was like, fuck, this is hard. Like, I want to do this. You know what I'm saying? So there was a studio in my school, and, like, I was just like, oh, shit, let me learn how to fucking record myself and mix myself. I got this beat off of, it was a Clear Soul Forces beat, and I was just like, damn, let me go in that bitch and fuck, you know what I'm saying? I wrote my first rap, I went in that bitch, and I snapped. And then with Midwest Movement, Awful Waffle, we started having our own, like, art shows and shit. Our first fucking art show had, like, what, maybe, like, 50 people in that bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like, for kids and shit, like, and then that was my first time, like, performing, and I was like, damn, I'm one of the best performers out there, bitch. You feel me? And then next year we do our next one. It's like over like 100 people in that bitch. I'm like, damn, we're kids doing this. You know what I'm saying? We looking at like Pro Era and shit. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Odd Future and shit. Like we're comparing ourselves to that. We're like, we gonna go somewhere, bro. Like what the fuck? This shit really working, bro. Like you feel me? And then it just kind of went on from that. In 12th grade, I started like, well, I've been making beats since like 8th grade because I would fuck around with like GarageBand and shit, but it wasn't like beats. It was like loops and shit.
Okay.
And shit. Like I was just like learning. You
It
know
was just like using the presets in GarageBand. To
yeah,
make something.
but like I put that in there because like it helped me like learn how to sequence things. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like I started with GarageBand. Then I moved to Ableton. Then I went to FL. And now I'm kind of, you know what I'm saying, using both Ableton and FL and shit now.
Yeah, I recorded the first few pods on GarageBand. And then someone, well, my friend / engineer installed Ableton. It's a game changer even for something as simple as recording a podcast.
Man, honestly, everybody that I know that uses Ableton, I swear they're on a different level of thinking. Ableton is for like aliens, I swear.
Bro, I got some like filters on this pod right now that I'm not completely sure what they do, but
like,
they make it sound good.
It go crazy.
It sounds crispy.
It go crazy. Like that's I record on Ableton and then I mix on FL. Like that's what I usually do. Like and now I've been getting better at making beats on Ableton and shit too. So it's kind of cool like learning more shit. Like I just like doing shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So Hobson kind of inspired you to start rapping, and then as your collective is growing, you're looking at Odd Future, you're looking at Pro Era. Was this also around the time when sort of like the SoundCloud underground started to happen, you know, with like the Bones and Suicide Boys?
Yeah. Fucking for real, I fucking started uploading on SoundCloud around, what year was it? I think... when was I? 2014. That's when I was starting to upload on SoundCloud. So I wasn't even like, I was more hip to my shit before that. I knew Bones and I knew Spooky Black and shit. I had a girl that used to listen to that shit and I was just like, that's cool. I fucks with that. Like I couldn't name you like songs. I was more of a person that would listen to a song and be like, I like it, but I wouldn't retain it. You know what I'm saying? I would just fucking listen, go through it, be like, all right, bet, that's cool. You feel me? And I would just keep going and just like focus on my own music because when I started making my own music I literally would only focus on me, you know what I'm saying? So like, but I was hip to them, you know what I'm saying? Like
well, I mean in general just the idea of there's like kids uploading their music to SoundCloud and they're doing shows and there's a scene out there.
Yeah. So before the SoundCloud rapper phase shit, like when I was uploading on SoundCloud first time, I was more into the boom bap shit. You know what I'm saying? I fucked with Joey Badass Heavy, Mac Miller, Tyler Creator, Earl Sweatshirt, MF Doom. I was just like into that. And then 2015, late 2015, 2016, that was when I was starting to like find new artists. I found like Yachty and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I remember seeing Yachty when he had like 11K and was like, damn, who is this crazy dude with like red hair? Like,
dude, same.
Like it's kind of wild how much I've changed my sound like every fucking like year. I kept feeling like I'm just progressing.
Yeah, because I want to get into that, but first, you ended up going to college.
Yeah.
Was there ever a moment when you're in high school and you're like, you know what, me and my friends were making music, I don't want to go to school, or was like
the
college
whole
always
fucking bro? I graduated high school with like a 1.7 GPA, bro. I was not trying to go to college, bro. The only thing I was good at was literally singing. I could not pay attention, bro. Like fucking, I went to college because my dad was like, please go to college. Please go to college. I'm like, fuck it, bro. Fine. Then I go to Marietta for a year, fail. Then I don't go back because I fucking didn't want to go back. Then I go to a community college for like 2 more years or 2 or 3 more years, but I drop out and like my dad was ready to kick me the fuck out. And then that's when shit just started popping off after that.
So at school, were you studying music theory, or is my research wrong?
No, I was studying vocal performance, but
okay.
I did take music theory classes and stuff. Like I know a lot about music theory still, like to this day. Like I still have my Italian art song books, and I still sing opera, and I still practice and everything.
So you were saying your dad was ready to just be like, you gotta get out or go get a job or go back to school.
Nah, he was just like, man, you're not going to school. Like, you can't be here. He gave me like 2 months. I had to leave by August, and then my manager had hit me up in like June, and I was like, oh shit, all right, bet this is my chance. I got it. I didn't even know.
So what year was that?
That was 2018, and then I was like, fuck, I don't know if this nigga about to take my liver or something. Like he's saying like, I want to fly you out to New York. Da, 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 da. I'm like, all right, shit. Fuck it, bro. I might as well just take the chance, bro. Like, and then I took the chance, and now I'm, you know what I'm saying, going up.
Damn. Because in 2017, you put out Know My Vision.
Yeah.
And that's more of kind of what you would think of as a like classic SoundCloud rap style.
Honestly, I didn't even know what to, like, I was just like singing, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, my friend Luna made the beat, and then he sent it to me, and I was just like, fuck it, I know what to fucking do on this bitch. Like for real, I was just like, I like rapping, I like singing and shit. So I didn't even, I mean, I guess that's, I don't know if it sounds like SoundCloud per se. Like I just was like making what I like, you know what I'm saying?
So were you putting out mixtapes then? Because there's like nothing from that era. Well, there's like that music video, but there's not much from that era online anymore. But so, like, were you putting out projects?
So when I tell you, like, I started putting music out in 2014 on SoundCloud. So I had 2 SoundClouds. My first one was Free the Rapper, and then Jasiah was a new one, and I made that shit August of 2016. And like that was because in my old SoundCloud, I started getting into the more distorted wave later on, like early 2016 or mid 2016, and I was just like, fuck it, I might as well fucking make 2 personas, because like I'm like multi-personality type shit, and I like doing different shit. I don't want them mixed together. Like it was like crazy for me to just neglect the free page, because I was like it literally was like 2 people. So I would make this type of music for this page, and then I would make this type of music for the other page, you know what I'm saying? So like it's kind of complicated as fuck. So it's just like, it's kind of weird to talk about. Like if you really go back, you'll see, like, go to my free page, you'll see all the music, you'll see everything. And Jasiah is kind of a newer page.
And was your name ever Free Jasiah, like as the name in the title of your songs, or am I just completely misremembering?
Nah, I literally would just be like Jasiah featuring Free, or Free featuring Jasiah.
Because like Free is your real name.
Jasiah is too.
Okay. Oh, right. Yeah, it's Well, I'm not gonna put the whole name out.
Yeah, nah, it's in my government though. Like I just was like, man, how many people can fucking use their real name as their artist name? Like,
because before I started doing the research, one of the first questions, it's like, oh, how'd you get your name? And then I saw, oh, like both of those are actually in his real name.
It's literally like free Jasiah.
Yeah,
like,
it's so crazy.
That shit. Like people keep thinking like, I'm like, why would I call myself Jasiah if there was no like legit reason? You know? People get mad at me for having a name that my mom gave me. And I'll be like, man, fuck it. They'll find out.
So you're over college. Your dad's like, hey, man, you got to get out if you're not going to college. And then you meet your manager. How'd that happen? He hit you up on Instagram, you said? Or?
Yeah. Did he hit me up on Instagram or fucking email? Either one. But, like, he hit me up, and then he was like, I know Solomon. I know this dude. He manages X. Fucking let me fly you out. And I was like, oh shit, all right, bet. Fuck, let me just get my shit together. And then he flew me out to New York, and then we meet up the first time. I go back home, and then I'm like, Dad, this shit about to get serious. And then we go back to New York, and then that's when I meet like my lawyers and all that shit, and like we start doing all the, you know what I'm saying, the manager deal shit.
And that's the manager who's sitting in this room right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I was about to say, you got a good fucking manager, man.
Nah, yeah, he got me out the fucking hole that I was in. I was just like, thank you. Like, that's all I can say to anybody that helps me out.
Yeah, like, it's tight because you've obviously been making the right moves, but it's cool to see, like, a manager who's young and, like, like, you're on the same... Are you the same age?
I'm a little older than him.
What?
Yeah.
How old is he?
He's, do you care? No. Oh, you're 21, right? 22?
Oh my shit. God.
Okay, what? Yeah. I turned 23 in October.
Dude, good for you, man.
Yeah, nah. Jesus Christ. He's snapping right now.
Yeah, he's like, killing it.
He got my ass out. Like, I gotta go crazy.
God damn. So, did you eventually move to New York?
No, I didn't move to New York. There was like a whole fucking like thing going on, and I just like had to be in New York for a couple weeks or a week, and then I would go back home. But then it was when I moved went to LA was when I was there for a while. And low key, I think I just I just left everything in Ohio and stayed in LA for fucking boot, for real.
So, at what point did you sign to a label? Like, when did that happen? How did it happen?
Fuck, my memory is fucked, bro. I think when?
Oh, he's going to go through the emails. He's going to find that contract. He's going to see when the fully executed version was sent through.
I think it was like August.
No, like end of 2018.
2018.
Like
yeah.
that. End of 2018. So... Before that, did you have any of your old music on Spotify, or you didn't have a Spotify yet? What was that process?
I didn't have. I used to have like a lot of my old music, or not even a lot. I had like fucking like 3 songs, but like that was free. That wasn't even Jasiah. Like I didn't even want people to know who Jasiah was for the longest. Like for the longest, Jasiah literally was just a page I would sometimes go to scream and say dumbass shit. Like, for real. Free was the page I wanted to blow. But then Jasiah just kind of, like, started taking off. And I was like, oh, shit. I might as well start getting serious with this.
And the first song you dropped as Jasiah on Spotify after signing was Case 19, right?
No. The first song I dropped was...
Was it Crisis?
So, this bitch said I wasn't allowed to say dyke. That was August 2016.
No. But I mean, like, so you signed the deal, the Spotify's wiped clean.
Oh, okay.
And then you put up Case 19, right?
No, Case 19 happened way before the deal. I was actually making Case 19 before even, like, Snot hit me up and shit.
Right,
like
so I had Snot on the podcast. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure we talked about this song. So what's the story there?
Fuck, I was making Case 19. I had already had the chorus done, and then Snot was like, yo, you hard, let's make a song. I was like, oh shit, got this song I just made, nigga. I'm about to send it to you. And I sent him the little demo of Case 19. He was like, this shit hard, finish it. And I sent him the chorus, and then it went up from there.
So then, how'd the whole thing with 6ix9ine happen?
So I was like, all right, so me and Snot got the song done. We started putting it out and shit. And then I got, so after I got signed, my manager brought up, you feel me, all this shit. And then, my bad. I told Snot, I was like, yo, do you care if we replace your verse for this next release? He was like, it's your song, shit, do whatever you gotta do, you feel me? And I was like, all right, bet, this will help both of us out, you know what I'm saying? If we're both friends and then like people find out about our version, you know what I'm saying? And then so he already knew about it, and then I told him who was on the verse, and then it was like we had a little conflict and stuff, but like he was cool with it. But then it was after like a little time, he kind of had a little bit of conflict, and I was like, oh shit, bro, what the fuck's going on? You know, we just put the song out, and then it just kind of like happened. You know, I sent 6ix9ine the verse, he liked it, he wanted to get on it, and then I didn't send it to him, but like he got it, and then he was like, oh shit, I want to get on it, you know what I'm saying?
So how, and just to like tie up that story with Snot, you and Snot are cool now.
Yeah.
You guys made up. I saw it on the Instagram
Yeah, no,
story
that's
or
a
something.
bro. That's my bro.
Yeah, you're friends again.
Yeah.
But how long did 6ix9ine record that verse before he got locked up?
Fucking like
It had to be
8 months.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
It was a fucking boot. We been had that shit. We were holding that shit. It was so
okay.
much shit going on.
And then you put that out early
Yeah.
2019.
Yeah, like it was kind of.
Okay.
I was just like, oh, well,
Wow.
it's out now. Fuck it.
Because when he got locked up, like, what'd you think? Were you like, oh, now it's
I didn't really
like
give a
crazy that I have this song, or is it weird to put it out? Like, or you're just like, fuck it.
No, I was just like, fuck it. When I wasn't even pressed to drop the song. Like, I was like, I wonder when this motherfucker about to drop. Like,
Yeah.
for real, the original Case 19 was up for like 8 months while we had the verse. Like, and then it was just like stale. And then I was just like, all right, bet. Like, the Case 19 that was original did its work. And then I was like, all right, this is good. Whatever time it drops, it's gonna drop. Perfect time, whatever.
Yeah, and like, I mean, for me as someone in the media, it only added to both of you and Snot's story. Of it became part of each of your story, and
Yeah.
I think it helped you both out, and it was something extra for Snot to hang his hat on. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I don't know. It's just like
It was shitty for real, cause like I didn't want to like fall out with Snot or nothing, like, and when we did, it was just like fuck, like, and then we talked, and he was telling me like he didn't even really want, he was just playing, like, for real, when he dropped the little, with the little meme, like, fuck, I'm not on the song either, or the video either, some shit. It was just like he was just trying to make jokes and shit, and I was like, oh, okay, I feel you. Like,
yeah, and he's definitely like a troll.
yeah, I was just
in
like,
a good
fuck
way.
it.
Like he's
Just
like funny, but
we
he's
got
a
it
troll.
all figured
Yeah.
out and shit, whatever.
So how did the Crisis Lyrical Lemonade video happen? Because that was major.
Me and Lil Jake, we got connected. Shout out Lil Jake. Like, we kicked it off, and Jake kind of showed, or I think Travis Barker showed Cole me, and then Lil Jake showed Cole me, and then Cole was like interested, and then it was just like, oh shit, let's do this motherfucking video.
Wow.
And I was like, all right, bet. Everybody was like, Crisis, the perfect video. We tried so fucking hard to get that fucking sample clear, bro. We went to the fucking creators of Courage. We went to the creators of the music. They both were fucking with it, bro. And then Cartoon Network was like, psych, nigga. I was like, bro, why, bro? Like, come on, man. We was gonna get everything on that bitch, but it's only on SoundCloud and YouTube now, so it's whatever. But yeah, Cole was fucking with it. We were all like, this is the perfect song, and it fucking got like 12 mil on YouTube right now, so I guess it was. Fuck it.
So what is it like working with Cole and
It
Lyrical
was
Lemonade?
fucking chill. He just told me do what feels natural. I was just like, all right, bet I'm gonna fucking scream, and I screamed that whole fucking video shoot. It was fucking wild. I was just like, I had unlimited energy. It was just like, oh shit, I'm doing this shit. Let's get it.
So like, how does that work? Is he listen to the song and he says, I have an idea? Are you collaborating with him on it? What's that process like?
It was like we came together. He had a little, like, a vision for it, and then I came to the shoot, and we had, like, he had all these people here and everybody, like, the cast and stuff, and we just fucking, he was like, this is my idea of it. You put your little spin on it. And I was like, all right, bet. I got you. You feel me? It was just chill. It was like, just do what feels natural. He made me feel like I could just do it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no, like, planned anything. For real, it was like, I got this set up, da-da-da. Here's the place. Here's your, like, I got a little fit for you. I was like, all right, bet. Fuck it. Let's go.
And Nascar Aloe's in that video.
Hell yeah.
How'd you meet him?
That was some years ago. Me and NASCAR have been fucking with each other for a minute. So I heard him on this random SoundCloud song he was featured on. I was like, who is this motherfucker going crazy? And then I was just like, I hit him up. I was like, bro, I fucks with you heavy. He was like, oh, shit, bet, bro, I fucks with you. And then I asked him for a song. He sent it to me. And then what happened? What the fuck? I think we just started following each other. And then we just kind of low-key just kept fucking with each other. He fucked with both my Jasiah and Free page. And, like, sometimes he would shout out both. And then I had this one song where I was like, yo, anybody that want to hop on this bitch, I just extended the beat, fucking go crazy. And he was like, yo, I want to get on this bitch. And then he hopped on. It was Anunnaki, his song Anunnaki. And that was the fucking, this bitch said I'm not allowed to say dyke. And he hopped on that bitch, and that's how our first collab kind of happened, even though it was like a song I made fucking at that time a year ago. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I was like, fuck, we got to get another song. We actually have a couple songs that just never came out, but like we just were SoundCloud friends for the longest, like Instagram SoundCloud friends, and just fucking kept up with each other. We would talk sometimes. I would go on his lives. It would be fun. You know what I'm saying? When shit was simpler. You know
yeah. Because it like seems like that's your closest music friend.
Hell yeah, he's the only person like I can be like, I want you around forever, like for real. Like we our energies. I keep telling him yin yang. You know what I'm saying? I be telling him like, bro, like it's crazy that you lighter than me and your music is darker than mine, but like we on the same energy, bro. Like it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like. It's just, I don't know. It's deeper than the music now. Like, meeting him in L.A. was just like, oh, shit, hell yeah. Like, we bros, bro. Like, shout out NASCAR, man.
So you've toured with him. You have songs. Do you think you ever maybe put out, like, a collab project?
Man, listen, man. Shit. Yeah.
You just got to say it once on the podcast, and then for the next 5 years, meme pages and Instagram pages will be saying, coming soon.
Oh, yeah.
Jasiah, Nascar Aloe. You know what I mean?
We already got some shit in the work. I mean, I don't want to talk too much about it, but just.
Okay. All right, so it sounds like it might be realistic. So you end up putting out your debut album.
Project,
album, right?
Yeah.
Not album, project, because it's only 10 songs.
Yeah, it doesn't even have a story to it. It's just a coloring book. That's what I like to call it. Like, it's just a whole bunch of different vibes. Like, yeah.
And you started it off with some opera.
Hell yeah, I had to flex that. I was like, man, I don't want these niggas not to. You feel me? I don't want niggas thinking like all I do is go crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I do go crazy, but like. I wanna shit on them with some shit.
So that project is interesting for a few reasons, and we'll get into all of them. But primarily, the way the songs go into each other, it's so many different sounds. There's opera, there's harder rap, there's softer songs like When I'm Gone. Was that your intention going in of like, I'm going to be versatile, or how you put that all together?
I really did want to be versatile. I like showing my versatility. That's what the Free and Jasiah thing came along. Like, I just like doing shit. I wanted to show people who I was. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to flex nothing but my talent. So it's just like, and it's cool because like in the Jasiah project, it wasn't a story, but the vibes kind of go into each other really smooth. So it's like the opera into Case 19. into, because the opera song, it means voices in my head screaming, tell me to do bad things. And Case 19 is just a wild, ignorant ass song. And then we go into motherfucking shenanigans to Destructo Disc to I'm Depressed. And then it's like the I'm Depressed is like a gray area, because then it shows you like my sad part, you know what I'm saying? And when I made When I'm Gone, it was literally just what I was going through, you know what I'm saying? So I was just like making that, I made that song, and it was just like, it came out. I was like, damn, I need this on my project. Then Fuck the Drugs, then Baked Fried Beans, and Fuck the Drugs came in cool because I was like, it was like Baked Fried Beans came out, and it was like, I like that part. It was just like, I don't know, it was like, for me it makes sense, you know what I'm saying? So like, I just dropped Jasiah, and I let people kind of take it as their own thing. After I drop the music, it's theirs, you know what I'm saying? Like, let them find out what that means, you know what I'm saying? Like, for me, it's a coloring book. For them, it could be whatever it is, you know what I'm saying?
So the other part are the features. It's pretty diverse.
Yeah.
So it starts with the 6ix9ine feature, and then there's a Young Benz feature.
Yeah.
Did that come from like the Lil Jake connection?
Yeah.
And
so Lil Jake, like, managing young bands and stuff, you know, like, he helped me out with that. It was just like, it was funny because like, I didn't even really want to drop Shenanigans, and then Young Bands hopped on it, and I was like, oh shit, this hard now. You know what
You're
I'm
like,
saying?
oh,
So
I have
was
to drop
I was
this
like,
now.
oh shit, this is cool. Like, I fuck with the song now. Like, his feature kind of made me feel like, oh, okay. Like, I didn't like my part at all, but like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy that that's my biggest song right now, for real.
So you weren't in the studio with 6ix9ine or Benz, but when you recorded Heartbreak, did Travis Barker lay those drums down live with you in the studio?
Hell yeah, he went crazy.
What was that like, being in the studio with Travis fucking Barker?
Bro, Baked Fried Beans was our first song. Like, our first song ever. Heartbreak is like our fucking 10th song.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
we have fucking double project, low key, me and Travis Barker. Oh shit.
Oh,
shit.
There we go.
I keep spilling the beans.
Oh.
Baked fried beans. Okay, I'm gonna stop. But yeah, fucking, I was just sitting there like, damn, this nigga going crazy. Like, he's in there like, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, wow, like, this is really happening. You know what I'm saying? I was never like a huge Blink 182 fan or nothing, but like, I know his impact. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's kind of insane. Like, even right now, just thinking about, yeah, I'm friends with Travis Barker. Like, I can just say that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what? Hit him up. Ask him to come on the podcast. You know, I'm just going to throw that out there. So then the other feature, which is my favorite, but I'm also biased,
Listen,
is Cyber.
Cyber is the reason I started yelling.
Really?
Yeah.
So, like, what, you just heard his music and you're like, oh, this goes crazy.
This shit goes insane. Like, it was just a way that, like, it felt like I was getting my emotions out, like his music, you know what I'm saying, for the first time. And then I just got into deeper, and I love his singing voice and shit too. But like, when I heard his yelling shit, I was just like, oh, fuck. I wonder if I can do that. And then I just started doing it. And like, if you hear the technique I use, it's like similar, you know what I'm saying?
Dude, Cyber is one of the most influential artists of
And
the
nobody
new
knows.
generation, and he doesn't get the credit.
Nobody knows.
And people like us or fans in the scene know, but no one knows. And he's so slept on.
Like, Cyber is one of the greatest artists out. Fuck you.
Cyber is the number one artist in our world who never really reached his peak yet.
Man, he's still going. He going.
Oh, yeah.
Shit. It go Jasiah, Cyber, NASCAR. Shit. Fuck it. You feel me? That's it. That's all I can think right now.
So how'd that happen? You hit him up, or what was like?
Yeah, I did. So he was selling features, and I was like, yo, I need a feature. I had the song already made, and I made that song when I was sick as fuck. I had pneumonia, and then I sent it to him, and then I've been waiting. I forget how long I waited for that verse, but he sent it back, and then he snapped on it. I was like, all right, bet, that's it. That song is on the project.
Because when I saw the track list of your project, and that was after, you know, you had already had the Lyrical Lemonade video, right? And your profile was rising, and I saw Cyber. I was like, oh, this is sick. That Cyber is getting this like major look on this.
Yeah, so my plan was like for the project, I was like, I'm gonna get the most known screamer or yeller or whatever, and like I'm gonna get the most. I don't like saying underrated because like I bet that fucking just irritates everybody,
Yeah.
you know, like underrated. You know what I'm saying? But like that's the only word I know what to use. But the most underrated,
The most underappreciated.
underappreciated.
Yeah.
Sure, I fuck with that. But yeah, I was just trying to get both sides of the spectrum, trying to get people their knowledge up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get their culture right. You feel me?
Well, shout out Cyber.
Shout out Cyber. Shout out everybody. You feel me?
So the album drops. What was it like after, okay, I just put out this project, there's crazy features, it was on a major label. Did your life change after that?
For real, like by the time the project dropped, I was really going through like depression, and I was like, is this even fucking good? Like right now I'm like, fuck it, bro, I got the best music out. But like when I was dropping, I was like, man, what the fuck am I doing? Like I was just like, let's just get it out the way. Like come on, let's go. Like fuck. Like I don't even know what was going on. I go through like seasonal depression. So it's just like I was just like salty. I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? But like the thing I was happy about was like I got a work of music out, and it's people are fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, all right, it's done. You know what I'm saying? It was more like a task done.
Yeah,
Me.
because I think when you're working on something for that long and it's finally out and you know how much that you put into it, but then you drop it and even though the reception was good and like the numbers were great, it's still like, oh, I just took over a year to do this and now it's out. Like there's almost like a emptiness feeling of like, oh wait.
Yeah, it was a really deep void for real. I was just like, man, like, and then for a while I couldn't even listen to it. I've been listening to it it wasn't even like that I listened to it too much. It was just like I held it too much. It was like, am I growing with my fans? Like, these songs, some of them songs were so old. You know what I'm saying? Like Neon Rainbows is so old. Like it's just like I had so much music before I even dropped it. You know what I'm saying? That I was making. So it was just like, fuck, this shit is so old to me. Like I hope they fuck with it. You feel me? And that's when I was feeding in too much of the energies of what they wanted. You know what I'm saying? It's like more of like I need to find like what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, but after a few weeks of it dropping and shit, and like we got a couple music videos coming and shit, like I was just like, all right, bet, like cool. Like I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm doing good. Like shit's going right. You know, my Spotify is going up, my SoundCloud is going up. I'm like, all right, bet, cool. Everything is done.
So you dropped that project. You hit some festivals in the summer. You obviously also toured the project. We're in September now. We're rolling into the fall. What's on the schedule for the rest of 2019?
Shit, can't say all that. You feel me? You already snuck in a little bit
we got
too.
a couple.
Like, you got a little bit of Easter eggs in that bitch. You feel me? But like, I want to keep the fans wanting more. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But shit. Shit, I don't know what to say. I don't want to spoil the milk. You know
It's fine. It's fine. So we kind of went through the whole timeline of your life and your career. Here's a random question. You're in LA. You wake up. What's the typical day look like in your life?
I wake up. I say what's up to my cat Guts. I'm like, all right, bet. Time to make some eggs, potatoes, and beef bacon. I wake up, I make that shit. That shit slap. Come over, you're gonna have the best breakfast of your life. I usually just like skate. I go to this skate park that I found out like there's right across the street. And I skate a little bit. I'm trash, but I skate a little bit. Then I go back. I make some beats. I find out what the fuck going on with if I'm doing some shit with my manager or anything, and then I smoke some weed. I be chilling. But I don't smoke. Shit, I need them sponsors. I don't smoke. I need them. I need them sponsors. I need them Sprite sponsorships. I can't talk.
Sprite sponsorships.
But yeah, shit. You feel me? My days are kind of spontaneous. There's no like, what do I usually do? I skate usually, so there you go, and make eggs, bacon, and potatoes.
There you go.
Beef bacon. Gotta make because I don't eat pork.
Mm.
You know.
Sounds like a good day.
It's pretty chill.
What do you think that 12-year-old version of you would think of yourself now?
For real, I still feel like I'm 12. I feel like I haven't really changed my mindset. So I'd probably look at myself like, damn, you got a mustache now? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be like, damn, like, for the longest, I couldn't grow nothing. Like, well, I guess 12-year-olds don't get, like, mustaches. Maybe you should have said, like, 17-year-old. I don't know.
No,
man.
you know, that, like, 12-year-old learning to sing in choir, starting opera, you know, if, like, he could peek into the window and
he'd be
see
like,
you.
damn. So that's what happened. Because when I was 12, I wanted to be, like, a mechanical engineer. You'd probably be like, oh, shit.
He'd be like, oh, you went down a different path.
You went way different,
I'm
bro.
kind of maybe disappointed. You should have stuck to engineering.
Right, you suck. Nah.
How dare you?
What the fuck? You mean I'm doing music? Nah. He fuck with singing. I fuck with singing heavy.
Hell yeah.
But yeah.
What's your favorite part about being a, you know, musician?
Right now, like, knowing I can survive on it, it's just like, wow. Because I feel like I'm one of the only artists that literally takes this shit serious, that's been taking this shit serious. Like, as soon as I found out, like, I can do this shit, I was like, I want this shit to feed my family. You know what I'm saying? So, like, being able to see that goal come is, like, crazy to me. Knowing that, like, people believe in me for real now. You know what I'm saying? Like I love making music, and my favorite thing, like, besides making music, like, I love performing. Like, I could put that too. You know, like, performing, I'm the greatest performer. That's what I be saying. And, like, it's just all that shit together. It's just, like, amazing to me.
So your dad went from saying, hey, you got to get out of the house unless you go back to college, and now you're a successful musician living in Los Angeles, supporting yourself. Are they proud?
Hell yeah. No, everybody is. It's kind of crazy. Like, sometimes going back to Dayton be feeling weird because everybody's like, wow, you're, like, famous. I don't even feel famous, bro, but it's like, wow, like, like, wow, this is insane. Like, you know, and I'm from a city where we literally don't get to see that. You know, our famous people are like Zapp Rogers, Ohio Players, and Heatwave. You know what I'm saying? Dave Chappelle. But, like, he's not a musician.
Right.
But, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't really got people. So this is, like, insane. I don't even know if most of my city knows me yet still. Like, I always have I've for the longest had a problem with, like, if my city even knew me. You know what I'm saying? For the longest, even when I was growing, I was never in, like, top 10 city or top 10 rappers in the city.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? But, like, I feel like now they watching. But just going back, be like, I don't know. It's, like, different. It's just different.
You know, you got to do is you got to go home and put on, like, a free block party show or something where you fucking perform for the kids.
Oh, yeah.
And
so
then
the tornadoes, so, like, 13 tornadoes ran through my city, like, not too long ago. And I had a benefit show in Cincinnati. And, like, 100-some kids came. It was cool. I was like, let me do something. Like, you know, I never get to be, like, a leader. So I was like, let me do something that can. I want to achieve to be a leader one day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the speaker of the world or nothing, but, like, when I did that shit, it felt like, wow, I can do this shit. You know what I'm saying? I got a voice now. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and, like, you can use that voice and that influence for a, like, positive effect.
Hell yeah.
Instead of what,
that's what I be doing.
yeah.
Like, whenever, like, I got a song, I'm depressed. You know, I feel like a lot of people are like, man, what the fuck you got kids singing? I'm depressed. I'm like, bruh, I made that shit when I was literally depressed as fuck. Like it was literally in a hole, bruh. Like, I'm saying fuck depression as I'm saying that shit because this was the way I got it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, so my music is for kids to be able to just let it out. Like, when you're at a show, you can be yourself. You can do whatever. You can fucking go crazy. Like, fuck it. You feel me? That's what I want to do with the kids. You know what I'm saying?
What advice would you have to a young kid trying to pursue a career in music or start to be a rapper?
When you get famous, chase these bitches, get that money, you feel? No, I'm just playing. Fucking, shit. Find a goal, chase it. You feel me? And, like, make sure that goal is, like, damn near, like, I don't want to say unreachable in a bad way, because I don't want to reach my true goal. I want to be able to keep chasing it, because that gives me, you know, a little bit of meaning. You know what I'm saying? In this weird-ass life. So, like, but find a goal and chase it. You feel me? Like, shit, it'll make you feel like, oh, okay, so I'm here for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
What's your, like, unreachable goal? Like, where do you want to see yourself, you know, in the future?
I don't even know yet, but I'll tell you this one goal that I will reach. I'm going to be motherfucking, you know, Mount Rushmore?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be in the Mount Rushmore of artists. They're going to chisel my face in that bitch. That's the plan. Like, and I'm going to reach that one. So, like, my unreachable goal is going to be insane. I want to be a universal artist. That's it. I want the aliens to hear me. You feel me?
I feel that.
You feel me?
Yes, dude.
Niggas ain't on that level.
And they're not ready for it.
I'm not ready for it, but you feel me? I'm a god. I'm gonna get there, but I'm not gonna get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanna keep chasing it, even when I'm dead. I'm gonna just keep going.
You know, some people shoot for the stars. You're shooting for the aliens. So it's
you
like,
feel me? You feel me? Our minds are like the universe. You know what I'm saying? We learn more. We keep expanding. The universe keeps expanding. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm getting too deep. I need to chill out.
What are, you know, I was almost getting ready to wrap the podcast, but you went into that. What's your thought process on the world and the universe? And
I feel like the law of attraction is real, and like I feel like we're all gods, and it's like we can say what we want to do. It don't matter how long it fucking takes, and we can fucking do it. You feel me? Like, I literally was like, I'm going to be one of the biggest. I'm still saying that I'm going to be one of the fucking biggest artists in the world. You feel me? And, like, I'm doing that shit now. I was literally in Dayton, Ohio, where there's, like, nobody like me. You know what I'm saying? So, like, to be here literally proved my point. I kept saying, like, any second now. Literally any second will change my life. Not any day, not any week, year, whatever the fuck. Like, I was literally, like, any second. And, like, one of those seconds was I mean, it led me here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a god. I can literally tell my future. Like, that's my plans. That's what goes on. Shit.
well, shit, man. I'm inspired. Thank you for coming on the podcast. I appreciate it.
Hell yeah. And thanks for inviting me, man. I like this shit.